Palestinians are facing relentless attacks from Israeli artillery and airstrikes in the Gaza Strip. At least 11 Palestinians have been killed in a strike on a school in Gaza City. Bodies have been seen in the streets and a search for survivors is underway. The facility was sheltering people displaced by previous strikes and forced evacuation orders. At least 47 Palestinians have been killed in attacks across the Gaza Strip since dawn on Thursday. 36 of those killed were in northern Gaza, where the Israeli military has been using explosive robots to destroy residential neighborhoods in Beit-Lahia. A Red Crescent medical facility and homes have been targeted. Let's go to Hani Mahmoud. He joins us live from Deir el-Balah in central Gaza. Hani, so the relentless bombing continues, including strikes on yet another school in the Shati refugee camp. What more can you tell us?
Yes, a horrific end of week for Palestinians, either trapped in besieged northern part of the Strip or in Gaza City, the northern part of Gaza City, where people have been sheltering inside this particular school that turned into an evacuation center. In the past few weeks, many of the people who were forced into internal displacement have been seeking shelter and protection inside this particular school. And as confirmed reports we received from northern Gaza City, that some of the people who were actually sheltering inside the school and just arrived within the past few days were among the casualties inside this evacuation center, the school that was bombed by an air strike. And again, we're looking at the same patterns of targeting within the past few months. Women and children are making up the vast majority of casualties. Now, the tragedy of this is the injuries. Those with the critical conditions are taken to the hospital either on civilian vehicle or on cart pulled by animals, arriving to the hospital really in bad shape, bleeding severely or either with severe burns and not having the proper medical care to save their lives. And that's what we're expecting. The number is going to increase to more than 11 in the coming hours. We had a phone call with Al-Ahli Hospital earlier today describing the horror inside the emergency department and the inability of the medical staff that is already insufficient and the acute shortage of medical supplies to help. Among the injuries are children who were sheltering along with their families inside this school are among those with the critical conditions inside the hospital. Further northern part of the Strip, in Jabalia particularly, the Israeli military is scaling up the attacks and pushing more people into further internal displacement. Many still are missing a trap under rubble.
And Hani, many of the people that were in those schools were there because of evacuation orders issued by the military. Yet more evacuation orders have been issued again. And given most of Gaza is under attack or destroyed, there's not a lot of options, are there, for people in terms of where to go?
Absolutely, and judging from the patterns of attack, whether in northern Gaza or the Gaza Strip or the eastern part of the Strip, everything has started to feed into one conclusion. The Israeli military is pushing everyone in northern Gaza into further internal displacement to here to central area or further southern part of the Strip. It's more of like a rolling ball right now. The evacuation orders are expanding to include right now the neighborhoods of northern Gaza City, an area between northern cities that Beit Hanun, Beit-Lahia, and Jabalia, and Gaza City. These are the neighborhoods that are densely populated. The majority of people who already live northern Gaza have been sheltering inside these neighborhoods, either with their family members, relatives, in-laws, or friends who hosting them in their homes. And now these orders are including these areas into and pushing people into further internal displacement. The evacuation orders, the leaflet they were dropped, they were very sharp, were threatening people if they are staying, they're going to be bombed if they are not leaving anytime. So the problem is there isn't any safe place to go to. And most of the time, these evacuation orders are misleading, contradictory, and vague as they represent a death trap for civilians in Gaza or further in northern part of the Strip.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Hani Mahmoud there for us in Deir el-Balah in central Gaza.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.